Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to another week of our new curriculum learning. I cannot wait to get started with you guys. I have a lot of really cool, fun things planned for us to learn about and watch and listen to, so I'm super excited with that. But let's get started with math today. Math should be quite simple as we already reviewed our fractions on our Zoom meeting on Friday. So I kind of want to wrap up our fractions today with just writing and naming different fractions for you guys so you can practice with that. And I think we're going to rock it. I think you're going to be great at it. So the fun activity I have for you, it'll be really quick. So if you finish it super quick and you want another one to do, I have another one. Just have mommy or daddy text me and I can email it to them, okay? All right. So what we're going to get started with today is review a fraction. What is a fraction? A fraction is a part of a whole. Very good. And what is special about that part of that whole? It has to be equal sizes and the same shape. Very good. So when you partition, or what does that word mean again? Cut. When you cut a shape into different pieces, those pieces need to be the same size and the same shape in order for it to be equal and in order for it to actually be a fraction. Okay, so we've learned a few different things, and I even challenged you on Friday. So the first thing we learned about was that when you cut a shape into two equal pieces, what do we call that? Halves. Very good. Yeah, and you color in one of them, it's one out of two pieces colored. It's 1/2. Okay, what if we cut a shape into three equal pieces? Thirds. Very good. And if I were to color one of those pieces, it would be 1 out of 3, 1/3. Okay, and what if I cut into 4 pieces? We call each piece a fourth. Yeah, it's broken into fourths. Very good. So this is kind of what we did on Friday. We reviewed. I cut it into 2 pieces and I shaded one in. It's 1/2. 1 out of 2 pieces. We colored in 1 and we have 2 pieces. Remember, the top number is how many shaded, the bottom is how many. This one was cut into 4 equal pieces and each one represented 1/4. So we did 1 out of those 4 pieces. This one we cut into thirds and we shaded in 1, so we have 1 out of those 3 pieces. I challenged you with this problem and you guys rocked it. You said it was cut into eighths because it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. And then when I colored in 1, it became 1 out of those 8 pieces colored in. So today what we're going to do is we're going to start talking about other fractions whenever we go to name them or whenever we go to actually write the fraction. So remember, when we write fractions, we write a number colored over the total number of pieces. So Ms. Bowden's going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a few examples of what we're going to do and how we're going to name these pieces. Okay, I started with simple squares. I've got 4 different examples. What are all of these pieces cut into? They're all cut into fourths. Very good. Okay, so let's start with this one right here. If I were to color in one of those pieces, I have 1 colored in out of how many total pieces? Some might say 3, but no, how many total pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 total pieces, but I just colored in one of them. So this is the fraction 1/4. 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces colored in. Okay, now what would happen if I decide to color in 1, 2. Let me color that in a little bit better. What if I colored in 2 of those 4 pieces? What might that fraction be? 2 out of 4, 2/4. And I would write that with the top number being 2 colored in and the bottom number being 4. 2 are colored out of 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Very good. Okay, this next one. Oh, how many did I color in? Or what might that fraction be? 3 pieces I colored in. Very good. 3 out of those 4 pieces, which we say is 3/4. 3 out of 4 pieces. Very good. Okay, now here's the last one. I'm going to try to trick you on this one. Let's see if you can get that one. Oh, that one is 4 out of 4 pieces. Or some of y'all might have said it was 1 whole because the whole thing is colored in. So when you have all of the pieces colored in out of all of them that you cut it into, and it's the same number on top of the same bottom, it represents 1 because look, that whole thing is colored in. Good job. Okay, let's do another one for practice. Let me get out another color. Okay, here we go. I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw a couple of them. And we're going to practice. Try to draw as close as I can. Okay. Here are my 3 different things. Here's one. Here's another one. Here's another one. First, think about how many are in each. Okay. I'm going to get a different colored pen so we can color it in so we can see it pretty good. We use green. All right. I'm going to want you to tell me the fractions for each. Okay, let's look at this one. Look at this first one. How many do I have shaded? 2, very good. I've got 2 shaded out of how many pieces total? 3, good job. 2/3 is that fraction. 2 out of 3, 2/3. Okay, what about this one? How many are shaded? 3 out of how many total pieces? 6. Very good. So that one is 3/6. All right, and this bottom one, see if you can tell me the fraction. Good job. We have 4 shaded out of 10 total pieces, so 4/10. Great job. That's just called naming fractions. So really, all you're doing, remember, is you're taking the number colored as the top number out of the total number pieces for the bottom. You guys are rocking it. Okay, so today what you're going to do is you're going to do day 12 of your math for your homework, which is a good quick review out of everything. Read those instructions carefully to make sure you're understanding what you're doing. Uh-oh, let's see. Oh yeah, my computer is popping up and messing up with so many things. Okay, here we go. Here's your next 2 pages that I'm gonna do. These are gonna just be practicing naming those fractions, okay? So here's what these worksheets look like. On this first page, they give you them, well, actually, I'd like you to do this page first. Find all your 1/4 pieces that show 1 out of 4 and glue them. Find all your 2/3 pieces and then find all your 2/4 pieces. When you're finished, then go to this one. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna look, here's your fraction right here. What fraction is that? 2/3, very good. So you have to find 3 more ways to show me 2/3. Same for this one. What fraction is this? 3 out of 4. 3/4. Very good. And which one is this? 1/2. 1 out of 2. Very good. Okay, so you're going to just show me the ones that all go together for the same thing. And then Miss Bowden's going to give you a game. Let's see. It's called Snail Fractions, okay? So here are the instructions, and it says to look at each of the snail's shell, and you're going to write down the fraction on it. So A is already done for you. So here are the letter cards, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And you have to figure out what the fraction is. But wait, I have more. I, J, K, L, M, N, O. You have all the way up to O, okay? And then for your response sheet, what you're going to do is you're going to take that letter A, here was A, and you're going to write the fraction underneath A. So the fraction was 2 colored in out of 4 total pieces, so 2/4. Let's look at B. What would B's fraction look like? 1 colored in, which would be your top number. And what would your bottom number be? 3. Very good. 1/3. 1 out of 3. So match up the cards and the fractions for your answers. That's the really fun, easy activity that I have. Not snails, but the other one I have is robots. If you want to try another one with the robots, just have Mommy and Daddy email me. But tomorrow you're going to finish your fractions. I have a cute little quiz if you want to do it to check your understanding. And then we're going to be moving on to telling time and talking about our analog clock this whole week. So this is wrapping up of our fractions. And I will see you guys in a bit for our reading and science, which is all going to be combined this week because we're learning about amphibians and more specifically frogs and toads. So I will be back in a bit. Bye.